all the way to the top. Probably teams where I'd probably say 99% sure they're going to get invited to our grand finals. But everything's getting pretty exciting. So we're actually going to go into this match already. Let's not buy any time for this one. Let's check out the excitement when we get it, you know.
We're all out of money. There's no more buying of time allowed.
We're all out of money, which is why all we have are candy canes on the desk. That's our festivities.
Yep, this is actually our lunch and dinner.
Oh, man. My stomach would hurt so bad. I'm actually, if any of you are wondering why I got significantly louder after the break, I'm on my second cup of Joe. And for those of you that, oh, wait, is Joe used over in Europe? They might not know. Joe is coffee.
I think they just call it a cuppa.
Cuppa?
Yeah.
Just a cuppa?
Or is that a cup of tea? I don't know. I'm not.
Educate us on your ways. Well, I have a cup of coffee. My second cup of coffee.
I love this reimagination of Project Horizon. I like the aggressive nature that this composition puts them in. And I love watching the first map that they played. Let's see if they're going to continue their success here. Oh, run! He's on the gift box. Look at him. He's so silly.
That's actually adorable. I really like that. Jolts, though, trying to lay those M1s as soon as you get the chance. The camouflage didn't protect him from but they did get the follow-up. Not a lot of damage, though. No max health going down from Condemned. He's going to try and get in. That first orb is actually going to go to Project Horizon. And we now see Condemned taking a lot of damage, but his counter does get procced. And now we're going to see everyone split up and try their hand at their 1v1s.
Now Wuzak is getting onto Jolts for just a little bit, trying to put out the pressure that he can. The big thing, here comes the in-cap. Uh-oh, sticks of butter. They're available. Here it comes.
And the ultimate. Oh my, Wuzak, apologies, Clarity takes an incredible amount of damage, and now we're going to see Wuzak trying to hunt him down.
Nice jumping.
Good Petrify, keeping Condemned out of the battle. Jolts is going to try and get Wuzak around the corner, but he does not. Oh, this could come down to a significant burst on either team. Oh, Jolt's taking a lot of damage, but he does get shielded by himself and healed up.
Oh, good.
Oh,
really
now we're going to see them posture up on either side. They know any burst damage from either team could take someone out.
They tried to go for the Eldora ultimate to get the 2 seconds done, and that certainly would have taken one of the team members of Bruce Lee down, but they're going to hold strong, and now Wuzak is getting kind of low. A crotch kill could happen here for Project Horizon. Let's see.
Oh, Condemned. Condemned actually gets hunted down.
Nice.
Stun followed by the E from Old Door. And now we're going to see if Esmo can take this down. Hot Biscuit does have a full ult, though. Oh, man.
Oh, he nearly hit it. He does actually clear out the kill. There's not a lot of health left, and he might get taken down by Hot Biscuit.
No! Someone saves him.
Oh, but now Clarity is in trouble.
All the lone save the time will take her down. Man. I can't breathe.
Bruce Lee was so close to making this round happen in their favor, but the coordination between Hot Biscuit and Wuzak was just a little too great for Bruce Lee to handle. I think that if they had somehow avoided that incapacitate situation a little bit better, they would have been in a good position. And even after that, playing out the situation after the two ultimates connected, I feel like they did very well clawing their way back in, lowered Wuzak's health very low, but Wuzak was smart to play defensively, hopped across the wall, and made sure that Blanks could continuously top him off, and was able to go in and secure the kill. And just really good presence of mind from Project Horizon to keep themselves safe, not get a little too aggressive, just making sure that they cleaned up the kill with the least amount of casualties. One thing that's interesting to me is that when that incapacitate landed, Blanks decided not to go for the Eldora ultimate, just relied on Ashka plus Croak stun, which might have been the more efficient spend of resource in case he was worried that there was some kind of counter available. If they had just sold the farm, they might have been in a bad position if they had gotten out that damage. But looking at it back now, they probably would have made a kill if that Eldora ultimate had been in there.
Oh man, Condemned just getting right in the fray, surrounded by all three, but it's going to deal a lot. Plus an in-cap. Hot Biscuit now pinned to the back wall. He's not going to do much. Puts up the firewall though. Well placed. Spacebar's away. He's going to continue with the hunt. Now we're going to see Jolt try and come around the wall. An in-cap from Lucy though.
Nice.
She is down. All the max health could get taken away.
That's a good combo from Wuzak and Hot Biscuit, and now all of a sudden Condemned is actually getting pretty low on health. A good incapacitate will get Clarity out, but really Condemned is still a little bit in trouble, gets petrified up, and that might set up a little bit of damage, but Clarity is going to push forward and make sure that his teammates are topped off.
Firewall and Chronoflux going down together. There goes the book, the Tome of Destruction. Esmo trying to hunt down Hot Biscuits, but he does have his spacebar. He escapes when Blank shows up, and that orb will go to Bruce Lee. 2 orbs for them, and they are going to take down Hot Biscuit.
Sick play from Clarity, puts the crippling goo down, and well-placed Clarity push and pushes Hot Biscuit back into the danger zone. Incapacitate's going out and tries to connect with the camouflage stun, but Esmo already had that arcane barrier up, and so he was safe of that, and Bruce Lee will answer back, taking a round of their own. Wow, nice counter.
Oh man, impressive to just hunt down Hot Biscuit as soon as his space was not down. He had a fantastically placed firewall right in front of him, which actually nullifies damage from everybody except Condemned, that they were able to get a hard CC on Condemned. While he may have been pushed to the back wall, he would have been protected from all damage.
Really, I think this matchup is all about Hot Biscuit, Wuzak, and Blanks trying to secure control in the early moments of the map. I think it's, if you can keep people off of Hot Biscuit, make sure that his health remains high, and then not succumb to kind of Ezmo and Shifu jumping on you and even getting left clicks, because that's enough to really chunk you down. If you can survive that opening moment when they have all their cooldowns available, like their mobility, I think you put yourself in a good spot for the rest of the game, but let's see if that continues to be the case. Counter gets hit, and that's a step in the wrong direction from Project Horizon.
He did go the silence this time, which is different from the last one. We saw him go recap. Oh, the triple in-cap. Oh man, he's actually, even though he's low on health, there's a great firewall though. Ezmo has to jump all the way in. He is not letting down. Jolts is hunting down Hot Biscuit as much as he can. There's a Petrify though. Condemned gonna get hit. We do see Lucy in-capped in the back, and now they're gonna try and recompose themselves.
Uh-oh, Condemned is in trouble. The Chronoflux is actually protecting it, or really being very good aggressively.
The full silence Hot Biscuit.
Wow! Bruce Lee made the kill happen.
Another Tome of Destruction going down. Now we're going to see Uldur go down. Uldur gold down. I don't know, did you guys watch Uldur come into the battle? When he sits on that gift box, he's creeping up as his, but his legs are so creepy.
Uldur is just a weird, I don't know. He's not very pleasant to look at.
Fantastically played by Bruce Lee. They will take the second round in this first map. They might take this off of Project Horizon.
Hot Biscuit is having a very tough time kind of kiting away from Ezmo and Shifu. Now, the one thing that's different between Shifu Sirius, which is normally what we see out of aggressive dive compositions, is that the Sirius does not actually have great crowd control that is being put on the main target. Petrify is not the most ideal crowd control option to use if you are chasing down the target that you want to CC. But Ezmo, on the other hand, has the pool, has the root, both of them very effective for chasing a target down and making the situation
tough. Look at his legs. Look at Uldur's legs.
Where is he?
Look at him. They're like little hoof things. They're so weird. What a weirdo. God. We see Condemned going in again right on Hot Biscuit, forcing him to use his space, but now Jolt on the other side. They want to make sure they get that in.
Oh, Hot Biscuit!
Panic on Wuzak. Hot Biscuit will take significant damage, 93% health pool still on the side of Bruce Lee.
Wuzak actually whiffs the incapacitate onto the C, and that's going to put them behind too. Nice use of the Chronoflux will avoid some damage, but Hot Biscuit is quickly running out of cooldowns. Nice.
Not enough. Project Horizon does still get it. The panic did not last long enough, but now Wuzak going to try and land some damage on Condemned. Now splitting up. He has to get back to a teammate. Hot Biscuit all alone in the back.
Uh-oh. Oh no, Wuzak actually whiffs, and he has his Deceit up. We'll get the Incapacitate onto Condemned, and there's the ground stun.
Oh, the immaterial just before the ground stun happens. He does get an M2 off on Hot Biscuit, forcing him to space away.
Oh no.
Posture, but there comes the goo. Pushed right back in, and then panicked out just to make sure he can't get any more heals.
So much damage coming out from Bruce Lee's end, and they will get the right click into the left click, and Ezmo is just doing so much right now. There's Hot Biscuit finally connecting on the ultimate, but Uldur will go down, and too little too late. Bruce Lee is playing aggressively so well, and what looked like a fantastic first round for Project Horizon gets turned on its head, and Bruce Lee will win 3 in a row to take the map.
This is looking like a potential upset. I love the way Jolts is going in with Condemned, even though he might be hard to lock down, but once his space is down, he's a bit risky, so he waits for Condemned to bait out as much mobility as he can so he can go in there, and he has his arcane shield to protect him. He did end up building Exhaust, so he pretty much, if he lands 5 M1s in a row, it inflicts a snare, and he built Arcane Energy, so he gets more energy the more M1 he lands. But he did alter it up. He built Disruption this time, so we got the silence on the M2, where the last time we saw him in the quarterfinals, he ended up going the one where he gets increased attack speed, Wreak Havoc. He gets increased attack speed after his spacebar.
Yeah, I think that they did a fantastic job of punishing Blanks when Blanks used his spacebar to get away, dropped the crippling goo on him, and actually, Jolts was thinking about landing the Chaos Grip on Blanks at the time, but decided against it, decided to swap targets, just use that crippling goo as pressure to keep Blanks from healing up his teammates, and force Blanks to kite away, and then isolated the rest of Project Horizon in kind of a bad 2v3 scenario.
Condemned does a fantastic job of just going in, not taking much damage for at least the first 10-15 seconds. He utilizes his cooldowns very well, using his material, his counter. So for a while, he's just untargetable while he's still doing damage. But Jolt is right there with him. And as soon as he forces somebody to run away like Hot Biscuit, he's right there on the other side just waiting for him. Just a good welcoming party. But let's take a quick look at a replay. This is when Ashka gets cornered and forced to take damage from a Lucy ultimate.
Yeah, and fantastic clarity potion here from Clarity. Check this out. He's going to toss that clarity just on the edge of it, pushes Hot Biscuit back in. And those ticks happen so fast. Even if you're in there for just a little moment, you're already taking significant amounts of damage. Added on to Lucy's left click, that's a ton because you've got the Toxin, you've got Toxic rather, ticking away. You've got the initial damage of the left click, and then you've got the ticking of the crippling goo. It adds up incredibly quickly, and Clarity with a good execution closes it out on Hot Biscuit, which was really the primary target for Bruce Lee for most of the map. And I think very well identified, right? Hot Biscuit looked like he was having a little bit of trouble kind of building himself space. And I don't know if that means he has to get a little more help from his teammates or, you know, if he has to be saving his cooldowns a little smarter. One of the things that I did notice is that a lot of Condemned's counters were being procced. There was not a lot of them that just was kind of that freeze frame selfie pose, right? He was actually getting a lot of benefits out of his counter. And maybe just being a little more patient with that and being more cognizant of that will be the winning edge that Project Horizon needs.
I mean, potentially when he goes in, correct me if I'm wrong, but potentially when you see him come in, try and use your AoE on him. Use the AoE stun, use the snare from Eldor. If you use that once, he's just going to get that counter. Force him to use that first in material. Then you can maybe change targets or wait till he comes out of there. Hopefully he'll practice it, but the problem is he does such a good job of all three of them have to be aware. He puts himself in between all three of them, so even if two of them are accurate on the counter and like don't proc it, only one of them has to make a mistake. So he increases the chances of his counter getting proc. But let's see if they can pull it off again going into this game. It's looking like we don't see any team comp changes.
There's a change. Blanks is on Lucy now. He was on Uldor.
Oh, I'm an absolute liar.
And now he's going to run on Lucy, and I think that he's looking for a little more throughput, maybe just a little more ability to help out Hot Biscuit in bad situations. The Clarity Potion is going to help get teammates out of CC, as well as Barrier is going to help mitigate some damage. We'll see if that works out for them.
Jolt's space is down, so he has no more escape, but he's going to get hunted down, doing a great job of not dealing with it. Just laying all the damage on Hot Biscuit. That Tome of Destruction, bringing him down to only what looks to be 60, 50 health. He's going to continue to go down. Esmo gets that second hit. This time we do see him building the silence.
Oh, no! And this is really bad for Hot Biscuit. Jolts is able to chase him down with the double displays. Now Hot Biscuit is being put in a bad situation, has to keep cutting away and leaving his team in a 2v3 situation.
Oh, but now we're going to turn it around on some good counter CC. Blank trying to get that roll away. Wuzak has not been touched all game. Jolts now trying to ignore him as best he can. A great in cap from Condemned to keep him out of the fight. Oh, Deceit gets whiffed by Wuzak, followed by an ultimate. Oh, that Deceit would have saved his ally, but he couldn't do it. The silence pull on Wuzak. He does space away. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this one off.
Really good awareness on Bruce Lee's side to just kind of avoid Wuzak as much as they can. You need to be very tricky on Croak if you're going to want to land CC on your opponents, and Jolts and Condemned both are doing a very good job of just making sure that they avoid CC as per necessary. And Wuzak is having a hard time kind of peeling and giving a lot of value to the team. One big connection onto Jolts meant that Jolts lost a ton of health, but they need a little more than that. Nice. Yeah. Condemned doing very good, popping his ultimate at just the right time, and he grabs 2 kills off of it. I think that right now Bruce Lee is just doing so well putting aggression onto Hot Biscuit. I think Blanks had a clarity push that was thrown a little bit too early, wasn't able to actually dispel anything on that, and his barrier was just a non-factor, and Hot Biscuit had to really kite out on his own, and that means that he just basically he had to gain space, so he separated himself from Blanks, and that made it very tough for Blanks to heal him.
I mean, they're forcing Project Horizon to play the reaction game. They're not allowing them to give them the space to line up those combos we see between Wuzak and Hot Biscuit, using the Croak, Ashka stun combos, getting that hard CC, followed by an ultimate. Since they're forcing them to play reactive, having to run from damage, having to play that space, and then continuing the chase, they're never able to actually conglomerate, get together, and land those combos that was so effective in the round before.
All right, Jolts is really focusing on Chaos Grip BattleRekts, and it's been coming in big for him. The silence is huge, and also the fact that it pulls in is really good. There's a Clarity Potion from Blanks onto Shifu to stop that counter from doing a ton of damage, take away the immaterial. And good Panic Flash from Clarity, and now the pressure is back for Bruce Lee. Let's see if they can make a big connection happen. It looks like Blanks is their target. Barrier will actually get maximum effectiveness here, but Blanks is still being pressured out.
Blanks getting completely destroyed, pinned against both walls. He was not able to escape. His teammates tried to body block, but it wasn't enough. Hot Biscuit now trying to do some damage, but absolutely melted by Esmo's M1s. There comes the Tome of Destruction, just destroying Wuzak's health bar as well. They just can't seem to keep that damage off in the first minute of the game.
Something interesting to note is that Condemned and Jolts were actually the 2v2 team to take down Hot Biscuit and Wuzak in the finals, and it seems like that is continuing in 3v3's right now. They just seem to be having a lot of problems kind of making anything happen.
Shielded.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the round was over. But
that ultimate stunt got just completely shielded between Jolt's shield and Clerney's shield.
Yeah.
The barrier and the arcane. I think it's arcane barrier.
Yeah.
Yep. Barrier and arcane barrier.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Condemned, it's no surprise, right? Condemned and Jolts took the 2v2 tournament first place against Hot Biscuit and Wuzak, and it seems like that's continuing now. And I feel like Condemned and Jolts have landed on something incredible in terms of team composition. Shifu and Esmo, like nothing we've seen before, more so I feel like than Shifu and Sirius, are incredible right now. And I think swapping out that Sirius allows them much bigger flexibility because Lucy is a much more flexible support champion, just in the sense that she provides so much healing, so much defensive capabilities that Shifu and Esmo can go more aggressive than if you just had Sirius as your support.
I mean, when you think about it too, that barrier, we've talked about it, 50 hit point barrier, the largest barrier or the largest shield in the entire game on a single blow. You know, I think one of the people that can build up enough, I think Freya can build up a lot of shield if she's able to get a lot of static consumes with her R. But besides that, 50. And Ashka ultimate does 52 burst. The entire ultimate, aside from 2 damage, has now just been completely nullified, and you're now residing on the fact that hopefully they'll stand in your ultimate and deal AoE, which you're going to maybe get 12, 15 damage out of that, because they're probably going to move unless you're hard to CC them. But now we're going to see who gets this first enter control. We're going to see a camouflage again, Condemned. Not buying any time at all, going straight in on Hot Biscuit, trying to make him use that spacebar so that Jolts can come in. But Jolts, oh, they're just going to turn.
Wow.
Double
oh, no.
Oh, my. That is going to be it for Lucy. That could be the end. That could be the last time Blank sees BattleRekt today.
Blank's got dumpstered there, and the connection was so quick, they instantly hit Condemned's counter, put him in there. Condemned used his immaterial from the counter and then popped his own immaterial and was just able to go ham, built enough bar, got the double incapacity, and that isolated Lucy and just combined and destroyed Blank's. Easy cleanup, and this composition is looking so strong right now.
Hot Biscuit now gonna just probably have a little bit of fun. Not enough though, the panic coming through. Man, what an incredible, surprising sweep on map number 2 from Bruce Lee on Project Horizon. And they seem so strong in the quarterfinals, but it just doesn't seem to be enough to the amount of insane pressure. Of all the 3's comps I've seen, I personally don't think any composition has put on just the amount of immediate pressure straight out of the gate with no energy as I've seen with these 3.
The big thing to note is that Esmo, I think, is a little bit more mobile than Sirius is. I mean, Sirius definitely has his own spacebar, which goes a good distance, and then he has a counter that's kind of his second mobility, and that's why it's so dangerous for Sirius to get caught out after he uses his space, because if your counter gets baited out, you're actually dead in the water, and you're a melee character, so you can't really contribute from the back line as easily. But for Esmo, you have that double jump. You can come in, you can go out, and you can also travel a long distance if you know that there's punish available, and then you have the arcane barrier on top of that. And now, because you're taking up one of the damage dealer roles in the team, you can take somebody like Lucy that can bail Esmo out of jail, whereas with Sirius, he was a support, right? He is the person to bail you out of jail when you get in trouble, but when the doctor is looking a little bit unhealthy, who's gonna help him, right?
That's actually a pretty good way to put it.
Yeah.